Before dawn, 3rd, 2015. Before dawn, along the quiet banks of the Khabur River in northeastern Syria, an ancient people were sleeping. They had survived empires. They had survived genocide. They had survived exile. But that morning, terror arrived again. ISIS, the so-called Islamic State, launched a coordinated assault on 36 Assyrian-Syriac Christian villages scattered along the Khabur River in Syria's Al-Hasakah province. Within hours, history was burning. The people of these villages were Assyrian-Syriac Christians, descendants of one of the oldest continuous civilizations on earth. Their heritage stretches back thousands of years to ancient Mesopotamia. They still spoke dialects of Aramaic, the language of Jesus. Many of their villages were founded in the 1930s by survivors of the Assyrian genocide under the Ottoman Empire. Khabur was not just land, it was refuge, it was memory, it was survival. In the early hours of February 23, ISIS fighters crossed into the Khabur Valley. They came with heavy weapons, armored vehicles, and hundreds of militants. Local defense forces, small Assyrian guards and Kurdish units, tried to resist. They were overwhelmed. Village after village fell. Tel Shamiram, Tel Jazeera, Tel Hermes, Tel Tal, Kaba Shamieh. Families woke up to gunfire. Church bells were silenced. Homes were stormed. Because the river was flooded, many families could not escape to safety. They were trapped. That day, approximately 250 Assyrian Christians were abducted. Women, children, the elderly, entire families taken at gunpoint. ISIS transported them to strongholds deep inside its territory. Ransom demands followed. Millions of dollars were demanded. Some captives were pressured to convert. Some were beaten. Some disappeared. In October 2015, ISIS released a video showing the execution of 3 Assyrian hostages shot in the head as a warning. The message was clear: pay or more will die. Over months, church leaders and families negotiated desperately. Gradually, hostages were released in small groups. But the trauma never left. ISIS didn't just kidnap people, they tried to erase a civilization. Churches were burned, crosses torn down, cemeteries desecrated, homes looted and destroyed. More than 30,000 people were displaced. Entire villages were emptied. Some would never return. A community scattered. For centuries, the Khabur villages were a living continuation of Assyrian history. After the attack, the population collapsed. Many fled to Europe, to Australia, to the United States. The diaspora grew. The homeland shrank. What ISIS could not destroy physically, it fractured demographically. Today, only a fraction of those families remain in the Khabur region. This was not just a battlefield incident. It was part of a broader campaign by ISIS targeting Christians, Yazidis, and other minorities across Syria and Iraq. Many Assyrian organizations describe it as genocide. The goal was not just territory, the goal was eradication. And for one of the world's oldest continuous peoples, history almost repeated itself. 11 years later, the churches have scars, the river still flows, but the villages are quieter. The world moved on. The Assyrians did not. For them, February 23rd is not just a date. It is a wound, a reminder that even in the 21st century, ancient peoples can still face extinction. The Khabur River once symbolized refuge. On that night in 2015, it became a witness,